Coach Funk here on GoAztecs.com. Coach, how have you seen the offensive line progress since you've gotten here?
Well, I think, like I've said before, it's a work in progress always. We have our good days, we have our bad days. Overall, I think we're making progress. Kids are learning to play tough, learning the schemes, and just got to keep working. We got a ton of competition. I don't really know who the starters will be, which adds to the level of intensity when you have that type of competition, because they're all working for a starting job or a place on the bus. So, but I'm pleased with the progress so far.
Now, does being a returning starter have any weight in your system?
Well, we're saying there's no entitlement, and that's true. We'll play the best five. Just because a guy's played doesn't necessarily mean he'll be in there. Now, that being said, there's a lot to be said for experience, and some of these guys are using their experience in the past, to their advantage. But right now, probably if I had to guess, I know of one starting spot that's filled, to be honest with you. And so that being said, I guess I could answer your first question by saying no. I mean, it doesn't mean anything. So, but it is obviously means something. And some of these kids that have played a little bit, they're going to have to battle their butt off to be a starter. But we're going to keep the competition level high and see who wants to win it.
Now, this offense is going from more of a spread, a wide-open passing attack, to more of a pro-style running attack. How is that a different change for offensive line?
Well, we're going to a balanced attack, and they still have to be able to do it all. Now, we're trying to teach the run game and everything we want to do, so maybe that part right now seems like it is a big culture shock for them. But they're going to still have to pass protect. They're still going to have to do some things like that. So there's adjustments, but right now we're just kind of taking every piece of the puzzle day at a time. And the first part happens to be the run game and getting that incorporated. So, but they'll have to do everything.
What kind of things do you do to kind of get them out of that pass mode, that pass protection mode, and get them more of a tough mindset?
Well, first of all, you can be a tough pass protector, and the fact that they've learned to protect and do some things that'll carry over. But it's just a different style. It's neither here nor there. It's just what we do. They have to learn to get in a stance and come off the ball and knock people off the ball, and then they got to get in a gun stance or be able to protect, and they just got to be able to do maybe a little bit more of a well-rounded technique in terms they got to be able to do it all. But I think teaching a kid to be tough and run block and all that stuff, they've bought into that, and I think they're working toward that goal.